This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the Supreme Council member and ruler of Ajman, His Highness Sheikh Humaid bin Rashid Al Nuaimi, has ordered the release of 101 prisoners on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. The prisoners are of different nationalities from the penal and correctional institution in Ajman, who have shown good conduct and behaviour while serving their jail terms, according to news agency WAM. It added that the gesture aims to enable prisoners to reunite with their families, to celebrate Eid al-Adha and to lead a decent life in the future. The Road and Transport Authority has launched the Green Bus Initiative under the umbrella of Dubai's Government Strategy 2015 for Sustainable Development in a bid to expand and develop green transport here in the UAE. The initiative is in cooperation with the SS Luta Group, who will implement the use of environment-friendly biofuel technology through recycling waste. According to officials, the project is also being run in coordination with the United Nations Environment Programme. It looks to promote environmental sustainability, preserve public health, as well as raise the Emirates' profile as a clean and green environment. As well as the use of biofuel, the renewable energy will also be used for lighting on the buses, and recycled materials will be used for flooring and seat covers.
The Green Bus Initiative is an initiative with RTA that SS Luta has partnered with to try to look at all the initiatives possible to implement in a bus, such as the fuel, the lighting, the tires, the seats. And what we did is take the bus and try to look at using biofuel, LED lights, solar, recyclable tires, as well as organic material for the seats. And this program was the one that we have implemented today as a pilot project to launch those initiatives that can be implemented today and those initiatives that are in the prelim research process for ultimate awareness and ultimate implementation.
The top 10 myths in SME finance was revealed at today's TCOM SME Builder event, as well as a list of critical tools that revolve around profitability, cash flows and budgets, often said to be misinterpreted by aspiring business owners. Hosted by Dubai's Knowledge Village, SMEs are often founded and run by skilled and motivated entrepreneurs. But a limited knowledge of proper financial management is what can make or break a business. That's according to Binod Shankar, the managing director of the Genesis Institute. During his presentation, Shankar stressed that more often than not, the right decisions are not taken due to a lack of awareness in the industry. Panellists emphasised practical solutions which SMEs could implement and in turn improve long-term profitability.
For example, they don't look into bookkeeping, they don't keep proper records, they ignore financial controls. They don't look into the fact of costs. They don't look at the analysis of costs, fixed cost, variable cost. The impact of that on your bottom line. They don't look into the fact that sales is not the most important thing. Maybe the other parameters you should look at, for example, in a company like cash or profits, not just the top line of the company. So there are quite a few myths in finance that we are trying to talk about today.
Now, in its 18th edition, the session also featured Karina Cross, a learning and development consultant at the People, a division of strategy marketing. Cross gave a presentation entitled Mind Your Language. Are your words helping or hindering your business? Cross says that it's important to read between the lines to learn more about yourself and others.
I've spoken to a few business owners today, and they've agreed that some things are holding them back, and some of that is attributed to what they heard as a child. So for SMEs now, to stop it from happening in their business, they need to change the wording that's going on in their head and talk to themselves in a positive way and talk to their staff in a positive way in order to get the best results.
The Dubai police recently seized 2 million dirhams worth of heroin, weighing around 17 kilograms, that was hidden in a lorry at the Al Awir vegetable market. The police were given a tip-off that a 36-year-old Asian man was operating a drugs business on a global scale and was working undercover at the vegetable market. When the police searched the suspect's lorry, they discovered 2,134 heroin capsules. Major General Abdul Al-Jalil Al-Mahdi, the head of the anti-drugs department at Dubai Police, was quoted as saying in a local daily that the man intended to smuggle the drugs to a neighbouring country and was working as a mediator between Pakistan and another Gulf country. Finally, the fashion retail industry in Dubai is on the upswing, attracting major international brands. Moeddin bin Hendi, the president of Bin Hendi Enterprises, is adding excitement once again to the rich retail industry in the Emirates with the launch of Ermano Scovino at Dubai Mall. On Wednesday night, fashionistas preview the designer's fall and winter collection. According to the retail mogul, this is in response to the market's demand, as Dubai is part of the global fashion circle.
If you're in retail, you got to be looking for brands like Ermano Scovino and bring it over here. It's a great brand. It's a brand that's really taken care of by Mr. Ermano. And I think the country wants more and more good brands.
We were in the summer in Italy and we've been to this store in there and we loved it so much that we were thinking that we wish that they're going to open something like that in Dubai. I'm glad to see that we're here and that it's opened and it's a beautiful collection. I love the colors and I love the styles and I love the bags. I love the bags. They're beautiful.
Meanwhile, Ermano Scovino's collection wowed the guests with colours of camel, brown, green and midnight blue. It offers a diverse collection of dresses, coats, jackets, shoes and bags for men, women and children. The designer said that his opinion of Dubai as an international fashion hub were confirmed upon his arrival, which began with a warm reception.
Conseguenza naturale.
A natural consequence of my work, because we are in each international city, Moscow, Tokyo, London, Rome, Milan, so even if in Dubai. I don't find any differences. I feel like I would like to open much more shops, like Abu Dhabi and so on.
And up next, we'll have the day's business news, so stay with us.